Alright, gang. So I want to talk about the L24. So what is really exciting about what I'm working on here is I'm about to finalize this project on MetaTrader. Okay, now obviously this is not MetaTrader, so it's not showing on MetaTrader, but I want to talk to you about what I'm trying to accomplish. So the current L24 rules, I'm risking, you know, it's a dynamic risk, right? So it depends on what the size of my entry bar is. Typically between 35 to 60 pips, and then I'm going for 2.5 times whatever my risk is. So I have a 2.5 to 1 risk reward. Well, what if we could double that? What if I could go for a 5 to 1? So risk 1 unit and go for 5. So there are 2 trade types I want to show you, and we're just going to walk through a handful of them, okay? So what I've done, guys, I'm not cherry picking charts, okay? I have a watch list, and so we're just going to start at the top and work our way through a handful of these, okay? And I have basically enough data on my daily chart to go back to around September-ish, beginning of September. So we're just going to walk through all the trades, okay? So what we're going to do is we're just going to look at everything in units of R. So a loss is going to be a 1R loss, and a win is going to be a 5R win. So I'm just going to make a get a piece of paper out, and I'm going to have a W and an L, and we're just going to hit, make little marks. We just need to know how much we're winning, how much we're losing, right? And then we're going to make it in units of R after it's all done. If you're confused right now, just bear with me, and it will all come together. Okay, so here are the 2 trade types. Trade type 1 is going to be if I have an L24 line inside of a zone on the hourly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set a limit order at that zone, or at that line, and I'm going to risk 20 pips. Okay, and I'm going to take 2 trades because look, you can see how sometimes price goes through them. So I'm going to set 2 trades. Right, I'm going to have one limit order at 20 at the line with a stop at 20 pips, and then I'm going to have an automatic re-entry once I'm stopped out. So I'm going to take 2 trades. Does it make sense? All right, let's get started. Well, I guess before we do, I need to tell you what the other trade type is. The other trade type is when I get a zone inside of a zone. So that can be a green zone here inside of a weekly zone, or a red zone here inside of a red zone on the daily. Okay? Now, the one thing that I do want to pay attention to as I'm testing this is am I trading with or against this trend here or here? And am I on the right side of this moving average, which is a 10-period moving average on both the daily and the weekly? All right, so our first trade here, I've got a zone inside of the zone. So my entry here would be at 21, and I'd have a stop out at 01. So I've got a stop here with an automatic re-entry at 01. It takes 11 pips of heat, and then it hits a target. So in that zone, I've got 1 loss, 1 win. Oh, the other thing to tell you guys, in order to consider my L24 inside the zone, it just needs to be 2 pips from the zone. So like for a red zone, as long as this is within 2 pips of this, it qualifies. Okay? And so this one is. So I'd have an entry here at 69. My stop would be 89. See if I get stopped out. And then I'd have another re-entry. Oh, 85. No stop out yet. Okay, so let's see if I can get a target. 89. Boom. All right, there's a winner. Okay, now I could look for a green zone, which happens right here. So I've got a green inside of my weekly green. So I'm going to have an entry here at 14. My stop's going to be at 94. And then a re-entry at 94, so there's a loss. Re-entry at 94, and a stop at 74. And so they came down and got me both times. So there's 2 losses inside that zone. Then I would have had another zone, so I would have had 2 losses inside this zone. Okay, again, I'm just walking through every trade here. See if I miss any. Okay, now, so because this is a red zone, my L24 is at the top of it here. I'd still take a trade here, but I'd only take one. So I'd have her entry here at 59. Oh, and stopped. Okay, so there's another loss. That's 6 losses. Man, those losses are mounting up here. Okay, nothing up here. Okay, so I do have an L24 in here. So my entry's going to be 64. And then, that's too bad. Stopped. And look, guys, this may not even be profitable, right? And we have another entry at 84. Stopped. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, this is 3 pips away, so that's not a trade. Okay, so you'd have one here. It's 2 pips away, so 64. Gets back up to 65. And there's your target. Alright. See if we get any other trades here. So I do have a green zone inside of my weekly. So my entry would have been 79 to 59. And then re-enter at 59. And that gets target. So I got 1 loss, 1 win. Okay, do I have anything here? Nope. Ooh, here we go. 85 to 87. So yes, I have a trade here at 85. So looking for a move into 85, and there we go. Another winner. Hey, now the winner's looking pretty good. Okay, I'd have another trade right here at 99. Stop would be 19. Okay, stopped out. That's 10 losses. Re-entry 19. Stop would be 39. Another loss. Okay, so where are we? So I could take a green zone, but we already had, we actually had one right here. Now I got L24 inside this one, so I'd be entered in here at 05 with a stop at 85, and then a re-entry at 85 with a stop at 65. So 2 more losses. Got a green zone here, so I'd be entered in here. Okay, so my entry here would be 58 to 38. So there's another loss. And then re-entered again at 38. For a win. Okay, so now at this point, I'm either looking for an L24 inside of a zone or a green zone. So I get a green zone here, so there's 2 losses. There might be a way to refine this a little bit, but guys, I'm just truly making this as black and white as possible. Okay, here's another green zone. I'd be entered here at 33. Stop 13. Never hits it. Ooh, until right there. Dang, it comes all the way back down. Okay, so there's a loss. Re-entry at 13 for a win. Then you'd have 2 losses here. We'll just mark them up. Let's see, does price get within 2 pips of this zone? Oh wait, never mind, doesn't matter. I never would have had an entry. Darn. I'd actually have an entry right now. At 30 would have been a loss, so we'll count that. And I'd be long right now, 14.10. Okay, gang, let's count them up. I have exactly 20 losses. So that gives me 20 R's of risk of loss. And I have 7 wins. So that gives me, what, 35? So I have a net positive of 15 R. Okay, and that's just in a couple months. So so to put that in perspective, guys, remember the wins are 100 pips and the losses are 20. So if I have a net positive of 15, that's 1,500 pips. Okay, so it's 1,500 pips on this pair from November 1st to December 1st. So it gives us what, September, October, November, December, 3 months. All right, not bad. So let me know what you guys think of this. Again, I'm waiting to get this coded up into a nice little signal. So my thought process is I can just start scanning the universe of stocks. I'm sorry, scanning the universe of forex pairs and just having those that are qualified returned to me. So I think I can do that on Meta, and I know I can do it on Thinkorswim. And I think it can be done on Ninja as well, but I'm going to focus on Meta and Thinkorswim. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, and maybe each night I can go through another pair. Because I don't want a 30-minute video here going through a bunch of pairs. Actually, it'd probably be closer to an hour video. I'm going to go spend some time with the family. So anyway, gang, hope you're having a great week. Talk to you later.